How's it going, guys? For y'all that may not know, my name is Scotty Robbins. I'm a whole food plant-based vegan, and I've been a whole food plant-based vegan for a year and 2 months now. And I plan on soon to be studying to be a holistic nutritionist in the spring. So I just got done doing a pretty decent body weight and resistance band chest workout. So I decided I want something that's protein packed. The best thing I could think to turn to that's really protein packed is some tofu. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to make your tofu not have the consistency and taste of a damp sponge. So the trick is, when you get your tofu, it is soaked in water in the package, like bad. So what you do is you drain that water, and then you sit your tofu into a bowl. Put a paper towel around the tofu and the bottom. Then you take another bowl to add some weight on it and pressure, and it'll slowly press it down and get the water out. And you can leave it in the fridge for about another day or two. And if you want it more firm, you just swap the paper towel, do the process again until you barely have any water coming off the tofu. Now, taste. I found a surefire way to make tofu taste like the chicken flavor from ramen noodles or ramen noodles. I kid you not. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I got my tofu here, and the spices and ingredients I'm going to use. I'm going to use Bragg's liquid aminos, some onion powder, garlic powder, and these two are usually always my go-to, and then a little bit of curry powder. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is turn the oven or turn the eye on about 5 or 6, just get a little hot. Then you take your Bragg's, give it a couple drops into the pan, and then just swash it around in the pan for a bit. I don't use oil, so the only go-tos I do is maybe Bragg's, vinegar, or water to lubricate the pan to where it don't stick. Then you take your tofu, and this one turned out pretty firm. I've actually had it in the fridge for quite a while, making sure I can get as much water out of it with the paper towel method in the bowl. Go ahead and plop your tofu into the pan. Going to add just a couple more drops on the tofu itself. It doesn't take much. Then what I'm going to do is move it around into Bragg's. Put a dash of onion powder on the tofu. And then a dash of garlic powder. Make sure you cover all your tofu with the garlic powder and onion powder to get the best flavor. And just a touch of curry. You don't have to do too much curry, because curry is a pretty powerful spice. Then I'm going to walk over here and just get a little bit of water. Come over here, grab a fork. Just move your tofu back and forth. into the Bragg's and onion powder, garlic powder, and curry mix. Like I said once before, you don't have to really worry about tofu. I know where it's soy, everybody's still hesitant about soy. But soy has nothing to do with you gaining estrogen. Actually, it has in it phytoestrogens, which block estrogen receptors. So if you're a man and you're worried about getting excessive amount of estrogen with your food, tofu is actually a go-to that actually prevents that and has actually been known to help testosterone. So just let that cook for a couple minutes and soak in that broth. And turn it on just a little bit more. Put it about 6.5 on my stove, or the stove eye. Like I said, the best thing to do is make sure it doesn't stick. If it's about to stick, just add a little bit more water. I mean, you can use oil, but I prefer not to, as oil is just empty calories. So I try not to use anything that has oil in it. I like to keep it completely whole food, plant based if I can. I figure while this is cooking, I'd go ahead and debunk the whole protein myth about plants don't have adequate amount of protein. Actually, that is completely false. See, plants are the only source of protein. The animal gets it straight from its diet. So whatever the animal consumed, whether it be corn, soy, grass-fed, that was his protein source. Plants are the ones that have the essential and natural branched chain amino acids. So the go-to, everybody believes, oh, how do you get your protein on a whole food, plant-based diet or vegan diet? Well, it's actually pretty simple, because all I do is cut out the middleman and get completely a clean protein source. After when it's derived from the animal itself, it can actually become a harmful protein source. Alright, it's starting to get pretty golden brown, the way I definitely want it to look. Turn that eye down a little bit, maybe about a low. Let it cook just a little bit more.
Get it on two.
Yeah, you can, Tyler. But you need to go to bed. Let's see. Alrighty, guys. It's looking good to me. I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like, finished product. See, it's got that nice brown tint to it. Just make sure you season it thoroughly. Each piece, add a little bit of Bragg's. As you can see, this isn't the best non-stick pan, so I had to move it around a lot, but it still works out just as fine. The main thing is you don't let it stick and burn, because it is very easy to do for tofu. Now, let's go ahead and give it a try. Oh yeah, that is definitely how I made it last time. I kid you not. This was another one I discovered completely by accident. But your tofu will taste most definitely like the chicken flavored spice and ramen noodles. Just with these 4 simple ingredients. So go ahead, give it a try. This is a surefire way to make sure your tofu does not have the consistency and the taste of a damp sponge. Y'all take it easy. Keep working on being plant powered every single day. And just to let you know, you not only can survive on a vegan diet, you can thrive on a vegan diet. Y'all have a good one. Peace.